Like I literally, you know what I'm saying? But it's that. It's like me not going in and doing what I feel like white people do.
Right.
You know, and I done trained with a lot of white photographers, and it's very aggressive, it's very disrespectful, and it triggers me when I watch them interact with people with their cameras.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you don't give a fuck. That lady that was shooting that documentary for Rooms to Let, I forgot her name, but
Uh-huh.
you know who she is if you've seen her. She married to the white professor from Cleveland State.
I know her name if I hear it, but yeah.
Yeah, but so she was aggressive as fuck. Like she was literally kind of like, "Hey, you want to be recorded?" And I'm like, "Damn, you aggressive." And she like, "You think so?" I'm like, "I mean, it is. It's aggressive. Recorded for what? Who you recording for? Where is the footage going?"
Right.
So after we had this long ass conversation, she like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna go in there and bug Carmen." I'm like, "That ain't a good idea." And she like, "Oh no, I didn't mean bug." I'm like, "Yes, the fuck you did." I said, "You did mean bug, and that's what it's going to do."
Exactly. Yeah.
I said, and for me, I just be tripping at how y'all walk around without no level of caution. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm carrying. You don't know what she carrying. Like, yeah, y'all done made this an event for the weekend, that room select shit.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all think y'all got to pass because y'all got these two cops circling the motherfucking block. But I know exactly where I'm at. And I recognize these niggas that I'm around. And I'm not gonna not pay that no attention just because white people says that, oh, now it's a party. So I was letting her, I was tearing into her. But it's that they aggressive as fuck. It's like I'm gonna come and take that. It's like I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take that shit.
So, how do you do it differently?
Well,
When
I'm
you,
not an outsider. See, this is what's crazy. So I'm a part of an environment, right? And then I leave that environment to go get further training in being creative. Well, what happens is I feel like, and I was telling this dude this yesterday. I feel like what's happening is once the people who get to make it out of the environment make it out, a lot of us get hooked on out.
yeah,
And then we try to stay out because we think it's gonna keep us separate from all of the shit that the niggas is dealing with who's still in.
probably safer too.
Possibly,
Yeah.
but whatever you carrying is what you carrying. I mean, you can have a child who experiencing racism because you sending them to a better school.
Right.
So now this nigga fucked up. Or you could had a nigga on the corner walking to the store, not scared of a unsafe environment, and it trains him and prepares him to be in these safe environments.
Mm-hmm.
Because the safe environment is dangerous as fuck. Put me on Kinsman anytime before you put me somewhere where a cop is being trained to kill me
Right.
on sight.
You always say.
These cops, they're gonna rough me up. They're gonna put me back in the back of the car. They're gonna memorize my face. They're gonna videotape me. They're gonna plant some shit on me. These niggas just as crooked as the environment.
If
The
not
way
more.
the way the way the movies tell the story. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So is
You,
that.
you always say, and I thought about it when I was in here. You say you feel safer in the hood than.
Cause it's familiar. I feel like if I'm in some area that I'm not a part of, it's less likely that somebody I know gonna ride up. When I'm around here, I feel like somebody is around me that I know, even if I don't know that I know him.
Exactly.
This dude that I was in my truck with yesterday, going to get a grill for Murdoch's balloon release.
Yeah.
That's what we was talking about. He was like, "Man, we done been in the same room before." He said, "My son go to Benedictine and hoop with your cousin."
Mm.
I'm like, "Oh damn, that's crazy. We've been at the same games." I said, "I probably got pictures of your son playing basketball because I'm shooting the fucking games." So we was talking about that. And then he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, and I already realized that I'm a type of nigga that's been being recruited to be out. So I can be a representative of their shit. So I can present in front of niggas and say, hey, this is what it is, to sell some shit.
And that's some bullshit.
And that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, no, no. I just went to go get the training so I can come back and figure out what I'm supposed to do with all of the shit that I done learned. In my mind, if a nigga like me don't come back to Cleveland, my cousin die at 39 years old, and nobody knows who the fuck he is and has any kind of documentation of it. It's just stories that people got, that people trying to hold on to, that people try to memorize and share when they get around each other. So I mean, I feel like history, if history is repeating itself, all I'm trying to do is break generational curses. We ain't had cameras when cameras came out.
Right.
So now the cameras is out and we got access to them. I'm gonna treat it as if I'm trying to make up for a whole lot of a whole lot of lost time, because the narratives is the same. Our circumstance is the same. So I just want to add that to the reserves and history and archives and shit. Because when I'm looking for pictures of niggas in Cleveland, I only come up with photographs of Alan Cole. Alan Cole's photographs, the only photographs I come across. And it's like, y'all ain't got no pictures of none of what the fuck this shit look like for niggas? Which means we got them in photo albums. Which means we got to figure out how to get and collect these images. I'm definitely trying to call out all the photographers. Like, if you got a photographer who around you and ain't really getting real high level imagery, that nigga ain't no photographer, man. That nigga
Shots fired.
hustle, and he's just using the camera to make his money for right now. It's two different things. But me and dude yesterday, we was just talking about how it don't matter who the fuck you are. If you black in America, you can't get completely away from a nigga that's fucked. You related to a nigga that's fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Whether you open to it or closed to it.
Or if you're just ignorant to it, like you just don't know, yo.
But when I hear ignorant, I always think the word ignore, right? And then
From you, yep.
right. And then me and Ellie was just talking about it. You know, we was just talking about how you can't ignore something you don't see. You got to see it before you can ignore it.
That's true, but like, there's still the other side of that coin. Like, some people literally go through a good chunk of their lives, a black person, and not know that they got real ass niggas in their family. So,
Oh, not knowing that they in their family. I got you.
Because they either get sheltered from it, or they might, like you just
Right.
alluded to, they shelter themselves from it.
Right.
It's usually one or some combination of two.
Right. Yeah. It's fucking believing the lie.
Right.
But yeah, so no, it's wild. It's just wild how it's happening. Because my first thought is, oh, I'm supposed to be in this group show at Cleveland State at the beginning of the year, February, March, April, whenever the fuck it is. My deadline to submit whatever I'm going to show is in the next couple days. And it's like, ooh, I'm going to show this. It's the same thing I did with